The name TheSneak0 has grown enough on YouTube to the point where people look for anything to bring me down. People refer to me in the third person, call me names, accuse me of bullshit like view botting, and I really don't even know anymore. Sneako said this, Sneako did that. The main reason for all of this is jealousy, but nobody wants to hear it. For their whole lives, their moms and dads told them how they were special, unique, and important, but they can't get views on the internet, so they lash out on other people. Everyone's so entitled and they think they deserve things they don't have. That's why you see people complain about sub boxes and this and that when they aren't successful. I never understood why people care what other YouTubers do aside from their content. People have entire channels just blabbing on about other people on YouTube. What no one gets is that this is just entertainment. This isn't meant to be taken seriously, it's the internet. People who aren't involved in this community don't know how much leeching there is. I've seen dozens of videos of people calling me names like chink, cunt, arrogant, asshole, but they don't even know me. Why do you have the audacity to judge me like that when we've never met? You've just watched one of my videos and jumped to that conclusion. Not once have we ever spoken in real life and you're judging my character. Do you really think I'm like that in real life? Do you think I script everything I say and try to make people laugh and entertain them? Do you think I start a conversation by holding up a screen with Call of Duty gameplay and talk about why negativity gets to me? Do you honestly think that's what I'm like? So many people also consider YouTube this place to meet people and make relationships. This isn't Match.com. I don't have a sign on my forehead saying I'm looking to meet people that can join my social circle. If that's you, go on ahead. Make your new best buddy online. There's this guy I talked to for a total of 10 minutes in my entire life, which was recorded for a dual commentary, and he suddenly considered us friends, best pals. When he realized I didn't think of him like that, he called me the biggest piece of shit he ever met, even though we never met. He then went on to find anything to back up his reasoning that I'm a bad person. It's the fucking internet. You're not gonna go up to Kate Upton and call her an asshole because she's not attracted to you. There's another guy who made a video making fun of me saying I view bot with literally not one shred of evidence. If there was any, you would produce it. But no, you're just jealous. His source of content was just talking about mine. Those are the leeches, the jealousy, the people who can't be successful without hitching a ride on someone else. There's a third guy who completely stole one of my videos. Not the style because I sure as hell didn't come up with it, but the ideas and even full sentences. I called him out for it and he ended up making 2 apology videos and deleting the plagiarism, yet he still shit talks me behind my back and denies everything that happened. It's all for entertainment. I don't care about you, yet for some reason you care about me. If you didn't, you wouldn't keep talking about me even though you said you want nothing to do with me. You know those magazines you see when you're in line at the grocery store that cover the little details of celebrities' lives? That's exactly how it is on YouTube. Exposed, exposed, drama alert. So-and-so threatens to beat someone up. Sneako called me a mean name. Why does anyone give a flying fuck? These people aren't important. I am not important. We're just people who record video games and post it online. We don't matter and everyone acts like we do. I don't give a shit if one YouTuber says something to another YouTuber. They're both only popular for their content. The rest doesn't matter. It's just entertainment, folks, not a middle school girls' sleepover.
TheSneak0, they say that he the new Frito, shooting YouTube free throws. Now we going to beast mode. He's so arrogant, it's so apparent it's nerve-wracking. Got these up-and-comers all scared of shit. Nerves are stressing, now they gotta work, gotta put a lot more effort in your videos. This guy's a jerk. Now you got one of 2 options. You can either get better or get drop kicked. This boy is hot shit. They say he cocky, but he confident. He put his feelings out there, rocking, and it's obviously a problem for the lazy commentator. Go ahead and say it. I'm a hater. He blowing up, y'all continue to get dominated. Woo!
Yes, I go to a private school in New England, but that doesn't mean I have a summer house in a town 20 minutes away from me, and another one in New Hampshire for skiing in the winter. I'm not even lying, I know a person who has rooms in her house she has literally never entered before. Trust me, these stereotypes are true for pretty much everyone. When I say I go to a private school, everyone automatically assumes I'm a spoiled rich white kid, but I could not be more of the opposite. I can't go into full detail, damn people, I deserve some privacy. Rich people don't bother me because that's what everyone wants to be anyway. There isn't anything wrong with having money, it's the mentality that these people have that makes me want to rip their Sperry's in half. I was talking to one of my friends about his ex-girlfriend and he mentioned that it really mattered to him that she went to a prep school too. He said that it really mattered to him that she was wealthy. It's not like her parents bought anything for him, it's just the simple fact that her status was upper class changed his opinion about her. Immediately I called him out for it and asked 2 of my other good friends if they agreed. They weren't even ashamed to admit that they rated girls higher who were rich. I had no one there to help me point out how conceited what they were saying was, because they all agreed with each other. How can people live life and see the world the way it is but still live with that fucking stuck-up mentality? I'm not even exaggerating, a lot of private school kids think of public school like prison. When a kid from a private school says he's going to a public school, the immediate response is, hey man, it's not that bad. Oh, come on, it's alright, it'll be alright. Our prayers are with you. I've spent my entire life surrounded by people like this. It plays with your mind. I know better and I would admit it if I didn't, but being around the 1% can make you so pretentious and fake, it's unbelievable. Having a conversation with some of these people is like talking to a Barbie. I'm aware that I'm arrogant and judgmental, but making a judgment of someone based on their financial status is one of the worst things you can do. Eddie makes fun of me saying that I should join a young Republican Republican group, but I know people who have seriously joined that club to appear preppier. What bothers me the most about all of this is I never expected my friends to live with this mentality. We get the best education available, yet they view girls more attractive if their parents have a higher income. They're watching this video right now realizing how stupid they sounded, but it's inevitable. When you're constantly smothered by that 1%, you subconsciously stay in that little bubble of superiority. Living life any other way is frowned upon. Of course, they all have redeeming qualities, and this doesn't get in the way of how they treat people directly, but simply being like this gets on my nerves and I have to hide it. I have no one to go to because pretty much everyone is the same way. I realized this when I was at a country club everyone at my school goes to as a guest with one of my friends. I was getting ready to go swimming when I realized I was the only minority I had ever seen at this club. I had never seen another black person, another Asian, a Middle Eastern, or a Hispanic ever in that country club. The 1% only want to be around with each other. Anything different makes them uncomfortable. That's why they refuse to change the stick that's up all their asses. I get decent grades in school, but I was never a straight A student. I was never the kid getting awards for being kick-ass at algebra, which we'll all definitely use after our diplomas are awarded. I didn't exceed at my studies after 4th grade. Before I turned 10 years old, I was a stereotypical Asian nerd. I bragged to kids in the playground that I knew log division and they didn't. I could make a diorama of a Roald Dahl book better than anyone. I loved all that shit. I loved learning. I loved my classes. I enjoyed it. But in the 5th grade, I started seeing how pointless spending 4 months learning about a Greek god was. I slacked off on my homework, spaced out in class, and didn't give a shit anymore. I no longer enjoyed it. I had no drive. Blame it on ADHD, blame it on puberty. It doesn't really matter. I'm not convinced either are even real. And I'm the one popping Ritalin every morning. This continued until this year, when I started 9th grade English. This class immediately sparked something in my brain. For the first time, I didn't have to reward myself with internet breaks after spending 15 minutes on homework. I didn't need to mentally prepare myself for the 8-hour procrastination fest I called studying. Every creative writing assignment was a challenge, and each one was more fun than the last. Yes, fun. I had actual fun doing my homework. Call me a nerd. I'm a good writer, a very good one, but it took someone to see the potential to make me believe it. This is why I won't ever be able to have a blue-collar job working for Donald Trump 9 to 5 selling stuff kids in China made. I need to do something I'm passionate about, or else I physically can't put myself in that position without hating myself every minute of it. This is what people with ADHD are like. You may be like this too, but nobody prescribed you pills. If I try to do something that doesn't constantly stimulate my mind and challenge my intelligence, it bores the living shit out of me. If it's something I enjoy like 9th grade English, nobody compares. I am the best at it, and I have to prove it. If I like something, I will prove to you I'm better. I will stop at nothing to keep doing it. It's simple motivation. It's what drives me to make YouTube videos every day. Even though there are people out there who want to piss me off, slow down my little success, trying to make me feel like an asshole, the constant drive to be the very best, like no one ever was, is always there. This extends beyond YouTube. This reaches out towards a stage and a mic, a camera and a suit, a Suarez and a shoulder. The possibilities are endless.
Oh, you're wasting your time.
Fuck you, I lost my watch anyway.
You're not thinking realistically.
Fuck you, then I'll think fake-istically.
You're not good enough.
Fuck you, I'll get better. And fuck you too, doctors. Telling me I need meth in a capsule to function how you think I should function? ADHD isn't a disease. It's a condition, aka society doesn't want me spazzing out and chasing butterflies. Taking pills to change your personality is inhumane. I'm a stubborn kid with big dreams and ambitions. 10 years ago, I stood in front of a mirror and told myself in all seriousness, I'm gonna do something great. And you know what? I've already done that. I'm still trying to do what that other mirror over there is saying. Hello? Yeah. I'm busy streaming right now. I've been working as a volunteer at a place where inner city kids come to get help learning how to read. I've realized how overprivileged I am to be a middle-class private school kid with no responsibilities and who never experienced actual problems in his 15-year life other than arguing with my family over which Eastern European restaurant to eat at. So I work a few hours a week tutoring children who aren't as lucky as I am to get a first-rate education. At first, I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I was worrying that the kid I was assigned wouldn't cooperate or care what we were doing, but I could not have been more wrong. All of the kids there were eager to learn. They all wanted to get better at reading and enjoyed everything we did for that 1 hour session. Usually they came after school, but these kids were spending their summer vacation to get smarter. The girl I tutored that first time was learning where a two-syllable word divided. She didn't understand the difference between consonants and vowels, and within an hour she was able to separate three-syllable words into 3 parts. These kids didn't come because of their parents or teachers. They came because they really wanted to learn. It didn't occur to me that every kid didn't have this opportunity available. When I was driving home with my dad, I realized how important it was to get this education. Sure, learning how to read doesn't solve all your problems, but it gives someone options. This tutoring can change someone's life. How many jobs can you get if you don't know how to read? When my mom signed me up to tutor, I didn't think of this at all. She wanted to get me out of the house once in a while instead of laying in my Cheeto Puff stained boxers all day. So of course I complained, but agreed to spending a few hours a week doing this. After my first session, I signed up for more. It's important that everyone contributes to society, and I wasn't doing any of that. For the past few years, everything I've done was for me. But society contribution doesn't have to be charity and volunteer work. It's doing anything that isn't what the Xbox Live community does. Living off of unemployment checks and handouts from the government and yelling at your mom upstairs to bring down more gamma labs. Kinda like you socialist nations. I'm not trying to be preachy just because I started volunteering and I think you should be like me because I'm so charitable and awesome. But if you're living off of society, you should do something to keep it going. In most cases, society is a well-oiled machine where everything is a result of someone else's work. If I want to go to Walmart, well, that's an exception. If I want to go to Target and buy a shirt that says I Heart NY, I can do so because someone else made that shirt. Someone imported it to that specific store. Someone organized it so I can find it, and someone makes sure I'm paying for all that work. It's a system that has worked for a long time. Because like I said, we don't all get handouts like our friends from across the pond. And everyone living off of it should do something to give back. If not, it's just a scenario where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's not the government's responsibility to make sure everyone is doing something. It's yours. And whether that's getting a job, joining a protest, painting a school, or even showing up for jury duty, it's certainly not screaming through an Xbox headset that you're gonna send a SWAT team to someone who headshot you. I feel like such a douchebag using this gun. You know what? You can use this gun as long as you move. Like, I'm moving right now and I'm using it fine. This is how it's meant to be used, not just, okay, I'll show you how the majority, not even majority, just like more than the majority. I'm using it correctly. Like, I'm fucking bossing right now. Damn, I'm good. But the majority, more than the majority, like I said, they will go here. Oh, look, a convenient bush in the bottom corner of the map. I will lay down here and do nothing for the whole game. This is fun, right? I don't know how you do that shit. Like, fucking lay in the back of the map for the whole time. I don't know how that's possible. Whenever I say I'm gonna do that, I forget and I just start sprinting around. I've been doing a lot of complaining on Twitter about people who are shit talking about growing on YouTube. When you do grow on YouTube, a lot of negative comes out. When you're a bigger channel, the amount of shit talkers just rapidly grow. It doesn't grow with the rest of the people. It just spins off because when they see you're a bigger channel, they want to do whatever they can to get your attention. But there's also a lot of good. Like 2 days ago, this guy named How2Gains made like a documentary about my channel. He made a documentary about like I saw him. He said he was gonna do this. I didn't believe him. I thought he was some scrub. He liked and watched every single one of my videos, even my live streams. I used to live stream on YouTube for like 2 hours and I was terrible with the Wii U. He watched all of that. He watched the entire streams already recorded. So it wasn't even watching a live stream, it was watching a stream. It was like a documentary. The fact that someone would do that without me even asking, he just did it. He wanted to do it, so he did it. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. That's why I do YouTube, for these little things like that. The amount of negativity, I see way more of that. I don't pay enough attention to the little good things. At the time where I was recording this, I went to New York 2 days ago. By the time you're watching it, I'm partying it up in Miami. What the fuck was that? 2 days ago, I went to New York City. I live pretty close. I live like 2 hours away, so I go there pretty often. But this is the first time in a while that I've went by myself. By myself, I mean without an adult present. I went with my sister because she had some class, so I just had 4 hours to kill while she was there, and I could derp around, do whatever I want. So for most of the time, I just walked around Central Park. Central Park starts at like 42nd Street. If you go all the way to like 125th is when you get to Harlem. If you don't know what Harlem is, it's not the Harlem. No, not the Harlem Shake. No. Harlem is known as one of the biggest ghettos in the world. And I was like, hey, why not I walk there? So I walked up to Harlem, and I walked all the way up there. And you could see it progressively get more ghetto-y as you get higher up in those streets. And when I got there, I was on 125th, almost at the end of Central Park. I walked all the way up there. I saw these cars behind a traffic... Fuck, I'm trying to tell a story. Fuck you. I saw about 20 cars stop behind a traffic light. It was a red light, so the cars stopped. The light changed to green, and none of the cars moved. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. None of the cars moved, and nobody cared. Nobody started honking or anything. And so kept walking by. I was like, I look in the cars. There was nobody in the cars. There were about 20 cars all parked behind a traffic light. They were just normal looking cars, and they were all behind the traffic light, and cars were still going around them, but there were like 20 cars in a row, all empty. There was no one in them. What could have possibly happened so that everyone in that vehicle stopped at the red light and then suddenly all had to leave those cars? And that fucking freaked me out, and so I immediately left. I'm trying not to sound like a pussy, but that kind of scared me. It gotta be like a shooting or something. If everyone had to leave their cars. It was in the middle of the street, and it wasn't like they needed to park there because there were tons of empty spots everywhere. It's Harlem. And also while I was there, I was walking in Central Park, and there were a lot of people like selling stuff, like selling water, and one guy was walking by and was saying, ice cold water, and I didn't want water, so I just walked by him and I didn't say anything. I was walking by, I was like, yeah, okay, no, I don't need water, so I just walked by him. Agua, agua. So because I didn't reply to him, he assumed that I didn't speak English. So he thought, oh, this guy's probably Hispanic. He started saying agua, which means water in Spanish. Do I look that Spanish? Do I look that Hispanic to you? Like, if you went up to a Chinese guy and asked him something and he didn't reply, would you start going, ni hao, ni hao? Would you do that? I thought that was a little offensive. I'm just saying. New York's also a cool place because it's the center of so many different cultures that you can't really stereotype the New York person, because everyone's different and there's so many different languages there. Everyone is a different person. There are also a lot of Bible crazies in New York City. I've seen this every time I've gone there. There are always Bible crazy priests. Like right when I got in the subway, there was a guy like holding up a Bible and reading it in front of the entire subway. All right, you know what? I've said this many times, I'm an atheist, and I'm not going to be offensive towards religious people unless you do stuff like that, okay? I can understand if you're spiritual, but nobody's listening to you, dude. Nobody cares what you have to say. Why can't you just read your Bible on your own time? Everyone wants to go to work. Everyone's walking by this guy. He's wasting up space. On the third day, Michael and Luke, just stop. Just stop. You can have your own faith, but you don't need to force it down people's necks in the subway. Okay, this isn't like, I'm trying not to call it religious people here, but nobody gives a shit. People just want to get on with their lives. Nobody wants to hear the Bible right now. How do people not process this? That nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. People just want to do their own thing. Even if you're Christian, you're gonna stand just because you hear someone reading the Bible. Oh yeah. Or like people who aren't religious, are they gonna suddenly hear you reading the scripture and be like, oh, maybe I was wrong. Where's the logic there? There's another person walking through the street with a sign like, Jesus is love. Holding the sign through Times Square. Jesus is love. Okay, cool. What does that mean? Everyone already knows that. And if you don't know who Jesus is, then reading Jesus is love doesn't change anything. Because if you don't know who Jesus is, you're like, oh, okay, some guy is love. But if you already know who Jesus is, you already know that everybody loves him. You already know that everyone who supports him loves him. So holding up what does this change? What does holding up this sign do? It's like if I went around New York holding up a sign that say crackers are yummy. It's just, some of these people are just like, I don't understand how you can be that ignorant. And you know what? I'm the one who defends religion a lot. I've made videos defending religion morality. It really can bring people together. But do it on your own time. No one gives a shit. You could believe whatever God you want, but why force it down our fucking necks? Do you care if more people support your religion or not? I don't care if more people like crackers or not. I can enjoy my crackers on my own. Crackers are yummy. That's great. If you don't like crackers, I don't give a shit. And you know what? This video will get dislikes just because I'm kind of bashing religion a little bit. I'm trying. Because this guy was like messaging me on Twitter saying, do you even know what atheist means? You're not an atheist. An atheist is when people, just stop. And some of these people's arguments are just fucking mind-blowing. They're mind-blowing. People are backing me up saying like, okay, evolution. So many things disprove what your beliefs are. And he's saying, do you really believe what you read in a science book? You really think I believe you read anything in a book? The Bible is a 3,500-year-old book, and everything you're saying is based off that book, that you don't know what the fuck, you don't know anything. It's the Bible, a 3,500-year-old book. Your entire lifestyle is based off of that book. And you're saying, how can I believe a science book? A book where scientists research day in and day out and have come to proofs that actually prove things. This stone wall here, in this game, in this video game right here, if scientists didn't figure out the geometric shape of these rocks and calculate if it would crush or not, then we wouldn't have this. Scientific things can prove things. The Bible cannot. That's just a known fact. It's as simple as that. If you're trying to tell me that I can't believe things that scientists have literally proved and have millions of pieces of evidence against religion, I don't know where to go there, because like these people are calling me ignorant. These people call me ignorant. And like I said, this video will get dislikes. It will. It's inevitable. But you know what? Believe what you want. I can't change what you're gonna believe, because what I say, the millions of pieces of evidence disproving everything in religion will never change your beliefs. You shouldn't believe things in a science book. What do scientists have? Why would they? I'm going on my first vacation in a while to Miami tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. 5, I have to wake up at 5. And so I spent the whole day trying to make videos. Well, trying, as in I'm procrastinating the whole time. I woke up this morning at like 8. First time I've ever woken up at 8 in like the past 2 months. I woke up at 8 and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do shit today. I took a nap. I took a nap until 3. I woke up at 3, I went to go volunteer again. That went till 4, and then I got home, fucked around for like another half an hour, another 2 hours. Then I finally did stuff. I finally edited one video when I wanted to get 6 done today. So in this span of like, it's what time is it? It's already 9 o'clock. It took me 13 hours and I made one 3-minute video in 13 hours. And the thing is, I procrastinated even more than that because I was planning on stocking up my videos for the past like weeks, for the past 2 to 3 weeks. I was thinking, oh yeah, I should probably like spend every other day saving one video so I could do them. I didn't do that once. And it was always in the back of my head. I'll do it tomorrow. Next week. So here we are now. The last fucking like 6 hours I have before I have to go. Probably not gonna sleep to edit some videos. And this happened before. Like when I went to China, I did the same exact thing. I was in the same position, except last time I didn't have any videos to go up. And I knew about that trip for like a year and a half. So I will be vlogging while I'm in Miami with my brother. It's a trip with my brother. I'm going there to visit my Haitian grandmother. There's a big Haitian population in Miami. It's a lot of Cubans and a lot of Haitians live in Miami. And so my grandma has an apartment in Miami. Usually I go to Haiti. I think we might go there possibly where it's still up in the air. A lot of people when I say Haitian, they're like, what's a Haitian? Is that from Haiti? A lot of people don't know what Haiti is. It's a little country in the West Indies. It's connected to Dominican Republic. It's near Cuba. So blah, blah, blah. You don't really care. People always ask why I have really huge lips. And yes, I do. One vlog, I had about 10 comments, people asking if I was wearing lipstick. That's how big people think my lips are. I have pretty big lips. As you can probably tell, I don't look completely Asian. Like you can look at this. I look weird. I look like I have some weird fucking races mixed in here. Like I'm a quarter black, a quarter white, and half Filipino. The quarter white, it's so complex, I don't even know what it is. I'm part Hungarian, some like Polish and German a little bit thing. And the quarter black I am is Haitian, Guinean, Moroccan. My dad was born in Morocco. My dad's from Haiti. He was born in Morocco and then moved to Haiti. So I am actually the most diverse person you will ever see, probably. You will not see a more diverse person than I am. That's not even an exaggeration. I'm probably one of the most racially diverse people in the world. When National Geographic has those magazines saying like the people of the future, it's also like some weird mixed race person. I look like them. That's what it looks like. Everyone's gonna look like me in 100 years. Get used to it. Not a huge chore, you know. I talked about this comment in one of my internet rant videos. Some guy commented that I shouldn't call myself American because I look Asian/Mexican, which he commented in like 7 videos. Oh no, I was joking. I was trying to get an internet rant, even though he never commented on a video before that one. And so he was just trying to cover it up. So I blocked him. Fuck you to that guy, you racist piece of shit. I shouldn't call myself American. There is no American race. Everybody is an immigrant. You're either an immigrant or a child of an immigrant. Everyone here is an immigrant, except if you're Native American. And we all know how we treated them when we came to this country. And I'm as American as it gets. An American is when immigrants from a third world country come to this country, start a family, and start a life. That's the American dream. That's why people come to this country. I'm as American as it gets. That's not really bragging or anything, because I really don't like the term national pride. I'm not proud of being American. I'm gonna quote George Carlin here. Being a race isn't special, it's a fucking accident. That's like saying you're proud to have eyebrows. And the reason I identify myself as Asian is because I look the most Asian, and that's what the most people recognize. Oh, you're Asian. That's because then when they see me, they don't think, oh, you're a quarter black, a quarter white. No, they just see me, you're Asian. I got the ching chong eyes and the black hair, I'm Asian. That's what it is. And that's what everyone accepts. Just call yourself Asian. Why do I have to call myself Asian? I've been to the Philippines one time. I've lived in this country my entire life, but everyone identifies me as the Asian kid. Dude, I'm just as Asian as you. You probably eat more sushi than I ever do. I hate rice. I don't like rice. It never was my thing. I don't like it. Other than that, I don't have any Asian stereotypes. I don't have any. And I know the one you're thinking right now, and I'm gonna say the black compensates for that. But other than that, I really don't have any Asian stereotypes. I suck at math. I have ADHD. I'm bad at video games. I don't like League of Legends. My parents aren't scared of black people, obviously. So I don't understand why I have to identify myself as the Asian person. If you see a white person, you're not gonna call him the Irish guy. The other thing that doesn't make any fucking sense to me is when you have to identify all black people as African Americans. Most black people in this country have been here longer than all the white people. They were forced here before we were even called the United States. Yet we still call them African American. But the immigrants from the turn of the century, the Italian Americans and Irish Americans, we don't call them all Italian Americans and Irish Americans. We just call them white. So why can't we just call black people black? Why do we still call them African American? The amount of people that think saying black people is racist, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how many people say that. In the 4th grade, I was like one of the only kids who would say, oh, what's that black kid's name? Racist! Racist! People still do that now.
TheSneak0. We got people cloning your hero. These are YouTube freak shows. Now he's going to beast mode. He's so arrogant. It's so apparent it's nerve-wracking. Got these up-and-comers all scared as shit. Nerves is stressing, now they gotta work. Gotta put a lot more effort in they video. This guy's a jerk. Now you got one of two options. You can either get better or get drop kicked. This boy is hot shit. They say he cocky, but he's confident. He put his feelings out there, rocking, and it's obviously a problem for the lazy commentator. Go ahead and say it, I'm a hater. He blowing up, y'all continue to get dominated.
You all thought I wasn't coming back. You all thought the scumbags at YouTube had me by their strings and I was dancing for them. But Multistyles made me this incredible new track, and even when YouTube claims the third-party content, they still haven't won. So when they're too busy applying lotion to PewDiePie's crotch, everything I've worked on for a year gets deleted for no reason. Someone has to tell these assholes, wake up, you're late, buy a fucking watch. Your entire website's bullshit, this is practically treason. But they still haven't won yet because I will always be me. I'll come back stronger than ever, just sit down and wait and see. I know I suck at rapping, just shut up and S my D. I shut in these haters so hard, damn. Can you get me some TP? Call me chink, Chinese faggot, and dog eater. Dude, you're wearing pink Crocs, pants sagging, and wife beater. YouTube will never be the same now that your king has returned. Keep talking shit to kids like me like your Minnesota Burns. You haters get so pissed at what I say, you have to get me terminated. Just try to keep your cool and put your ass in a refrigerator. Close your eyes and shut your mouth and act like you just masturbated. I'm blowing up, y'all continue to get dominated. Holy shit. This is the second time. I'm not a huge... I live in New Haven. I've never seen a lizard before. Dude, what is that? Is this an iguana? Or is this a chameleon? It's real, I saw its head move, but look how fucking big that thing is. I want to touch it, but I'm worried it's gonna poison me. What's up, guys? We're here in Port-au-Prince, Pétionville, Haiti. I'm at my grandmother's house. She's Haitian, I've mentioned that, and I arrived yesterday, so I tried to do a vlog in the street, but there were like 6 people just started staring. You can probably imagine there aren't many people who look like me in this country, and this is the 9th time I've come here. It's not much new, because most of the time we just stay at the house or go around the city. There's a weird disease going on where if you get bitten by a mosquito, a certain mosquito, you're paralyzed for 3 days.
Focus one thought at a time. I do know that the little things under my time but sleep. It couldn't be a longer time. I feel like I'm
at a restaurant and I'm in the bathroom to wash my hands, and there's a shower. The only restroom in the restaurant. There's a shower. I'm back again. I'm back again here. It's like 5 a.m. and I can't fucking sleep because these people party all night, and I just every night. It's like a Wednesday night right now. 5 a.m. people playing. I can't sleep. These people just you can't even see it because I don't even know where it is. I don't see any nightclub nearby. I don't see any party going on. I just hear music all night. Just people I don't get it. I think someone's just playing music out of their amp out of their window just to piss me off.
I can dream the rest away. It's just a little touch of fate. It'll be okay. It sure takes its precious time. It sure takes its precious time. It sure takes its precious time. We just got rising so high.
So we finally got to the beach. It's only like an hour ride from Port-au-Prince, and you can see this is what I came here for. This is great. My grandma knows the person who owns this place, so we're pretty lucky to even be here. It's a huge property. There's pools, there's a beach, and I think they have a whole mango tree set up. It's a mango tree and coconut tree, so we gotta cut down mangoes for ourselves for breakfast. It's really great. It's beautiful here. You can't ask for much more. And the bonus about it is it's in a pretty poor village, and a lot of people who in that village work on this property daily. And so they're always expanding, they're always working here, so they can really provide them jobs and give them places to live here. So it's a win-win situation. Wait. leave it here? Where do you even buy this? I'm about to pee in the ocean I don't even know the name of. One tradition of ours in Haiti is to make unnecessary fires on the beach at night. They're really hazardous considering you have like dead trees all around it and ashes could easily fly there. But we've never had any problems yet and we always have fun building it. And so it's an artwork. We treat it like art. We got a big ass log over there. There's tons of sticks in that area. Like this is gonna look great burning.
It sure takes its precious time, but it's got rising so high. I turn my head to the sky, focus one boy at a time. I do know that the little things spend my time sleeping.
Vince, can you not do that?
And it's still there.
7:20. It's been 5 minutes. Almost gone.
We're not just, you know, we're not just born. We've been on this earth for a while.
I'm serious.
You're serious? I know that. Aye, it's there.
It's gone.
No, I see it.
It's gone on my camera. It's 7:21. It's been 6 minutes. I win. I can't see it.
I can still see.
No, you can't.
No.
Eric, look.
I see it, but I don't go with that. It's already 10 minutes.
It's been 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, even I'm at like the paradise resort of a beach. I got a great pool, the view, I got a boat, I got a kayak. I can do anything I want here, but I've been stuck in this bed for the past 2 days. Yesterday, I could not even move. I don't even know. I think I had food poisoning or something. I don't know if I got bit by some weird ass mosquito that's not even a disease yet. I don't know what happened. And so I've just been laying here, moving to the bathroom every hour to have diarrhea. Too much information, but that's what I've been doing. That's been my last 2 days. We're spending 4 days here, and I've spent 2 days in this, and right here. It's a go away. I'm trying to, fuck off. Go away, I can still hear you there. I'm getting a little better now. I'm getting some medicine and stuff like that. So I've just been laying around here about to watch the Grand Budapest Hotel from a DVD store where literally every one of the movies there is pirated, but the police have more things to worry about than people pirating DVDs in Haiti. That's pretty much been my day. It hasn't been too great. This dog right here, this dog's name is Bella. She already had cancer. She's like 12 years old, which in dog years is really old. But she lives the life, dude. Gets to go where she wants. There's an unchlorinated pool, a beach there, anything she wants, all the food she wants. Like, this is the luckiest dog I've ever seen in my life. She digs a hole in the sand for her to lie down in all day. I'm moving out for good on Saturday. My little baby's leaving home. I'm finally exiting the little safe suburban environment where grandma leaves a steaming pie to cool on her windowsill, and the squirrels are homosexual. I was born in Manhattan but lived in Connecticut for pretty much my entire life. I've been going through the same routine for the past 10 years and I'm more than ready for a change. You know how in literally every movie that takes place in New England, the opening shot is a horde of well-dressed white kids entering a building from the 1700s and you could see colorful leaves falling to the ground? That's what all of my life has felt like. Granted, going to a prep school in New Hampshire isn't that much different, but at least I'll have my own place. Well, no, I have a roommate. But I still get the independence of an adult. Well, I do have lights out at 11 and sex can get you expelled. Alright, so maybe not much has changed. I'm leaving home, and even though that doesn't mean independence, it means I can skip breakfast without my mom calling me anorexic. Fuck yeah! But truthfully, I've been looking forward to going to boarding school for a while. I could take more classes that actually interest me, make my own decisions, and beat up a Filipino kid without getting in trouble. College is immediately after, but I can always drop out and live with my parents until I'm 48 and make half of minimum wage using Chatterbait.com. Most kids my age have no clue what they want to do as a profession, but I'm pretty certain that I want to do something with writing. Whether that's writing a script for a TV show, writing comedy for stand-up, or writing Twilight fanfiction while my 36 cats devour my carpet, anything could happen. Going to a school like mine opens up a lot of opportunities for my future that I'm very grateful to have. I can get a liberal arts degree in college and go to a liberal arts office and work on liberal arts all day, because who isn't hiring a depressed 24-year-old hipster? One major thing my annoying generation whines about, other than which filter to put on their selfie to make it look like they have a tan, is what roommate they're going to get. Personally, I don't give a shit, because no matter what, something's not going to be perfect, and someone will complain about it to their friends. My stupid roommate always leaves her gym clothes on her chair. If you didn't expect everyone to live exactly the way you do, then why the fuck did you go to boarding school? Last summer, I spent 5 weeks at a prep school to get used to the boarding school lifestyle. My roommate was a Chinese kid from Shanghai who couldn't speak a word of English. Imagine spending 5 weeks with someone who doesn't understand what the words "I'm changing" mean. I figured it can't get much worse than that, so there's no point in stressing over it. Obviously, I won't be able to make as many videos as I have been making, but I'll figure something out. I wanted to spend most of the summer making videos, but someone got butthurt enough to angrily claim 7 of my videos, including a vlog which contained no music, pictures, or gameplay, and got my channel terminated for a month. YouTube even gave me a strike for using a song that I didn't use, but none of that really matters in the end. What does matter is when 12-year-olds yell through their Xbox mic, "Oi mate, I bet you fucking live in your mom's basement, you cheeky shite." I can confidently tell them, no sir, I don't.